Hello everyone, welcome back to knowledge sharing series using Raspberry Pi, nodered and IoT. In this session, we are going to discuss about the select query of MySQL using nodered. So friends, let's start with the MySQL node to establish the connection with the database. Take the particular node, double click on the node to check the property, select the appropriate database or else provide the proper information and click on the done or the update and click on the deploy. It will give you a connected message that indicates that the information you have provided in your MySQL node is correct. Now let's see the particular inject node and take one debug node. Connect this in this particular fashion such that the inject node will be an input for the database and the message.payload will be the debug node. Now double click on this inject node. It is the first method by which we are retrieving the values from the database, and as you know the query will go from the message.topic. So let us type the command or the query select star from new. My table name is new. Click on the done. I am not changing anything as such. There is not going to make any difference of this timestamp or string or anything in this query right now. Now after this I am deploying. There is no error. Let us click over here and see the output. Yes, it is unsuccessful, and if I expand this particular result, it is showing me the result of each and every value, and as you can see it is coming into the form of arrays. We will discuss more about this in few minutes. So I hope this is the very easy way by which you can retrieve the total values of your table. Now the other way is to use the function. So take the function here or the function node, write the same query, but friend remember I need to set that query into the topic value of my message. Select star from new. Click done. Let's connect this as an input to my particular database. I am having the debug node connected with the database, and I am taking one inject node as a trigger node for this function. I am not writing anything in this particular node. So let's deploy it. Click on this particular node which is a trigger for my function, and if everything is okay and the query is successfully executed, we can see the result in the form of arrays. I hope these two methods are quite clear. Now let's see the third way by which we can filter out the result of the database or of the select query. Now let's take a function node, connect it after the database so that whatever value we are retrieving from the database based on the select query, we can filter it out and we can easily represent it into the proper manner. Again, connect the output of the function node to the debug node. Delete this particular connectivity. Let's write the particular command or the some values under this particular function node. Very first thing, as you know that we are having three major columns in the table, that is the serial number, first name and last name. So what I am doing is I am declaring three variable. Let's say variable str is equal to message dot payload, as the values which are coming from my database is stored into the payload. So I am declaring all the variables. I am declaring three variables into my particular payload. Fine. Now these are the basic thing by which we are declaring three variables as an message.payload. Now I am storing the value of my str variable. So let's say str is equal to str into bracket the first array. If you know that array starts with the 0, so I am specifying the 0 over here, and the second one will be my column name. Let us see this once again. str1 is equal to str of 0 and the column name will be the first name. Same way, str2 is equal to str of 0 and last name. So using these three, I have specified that I want to store the first value of my array. The first value of the array is represented with the value of 0 as an index value, and I am supposed to take the value from this particular column. So after this, what I am doing is I am specifying that message.payload is equal to str plus str1 plus str2. This will add all three values together and represent in a proper manner. But if I am not specifying anything between two strings, it will be combined with each and every letter. So let me represent it with \t, or let me add \t, that will add some sort of tab in between this. I hope there is no query, but before deploying, let me again show you the code. The first three sentences represent the variable declaration. The next three declares, or the code represents the particular value which we want to fetch, and the last two is nothing but it is just representing the particular values into the normal human readable format. Let's deploy it and let's execute any of the statement. Let's insert anything. Now here it is saying that something is wrong. Yes, the mistake is here. Here we should specify the str1 and str2, right? Let us deploy it. Let us see the result. You can see this. Fine. Now if I modify it, and as you know that we are having the 11 values into my array, so let's specify the 5 number over here, right? Let's check the result. I am not deleting the previous result. It is showing me the different value, right? Again, if you wish, I can represent with 8 and see the result. You can see here, right friends? So this is one more way by which you can filter out the result of MySQL select query. I hope it is clear. Let's delete it. One more way by which, if you wish to check the latest value of the array or the last inserted value into your database, then you can check it out. Again, let's modify this particular function node. We need to declare one variable called the len. You can give any name. Just type message.payload.length. This is one of the inbuilt property of this message.payload. Remember, this will return the total length of your array. So if you are representing that there are total 11 values inside the array, you must represent it with -1. And now instead of this 8, you must specify the len. So it will give you the latest value inserted by your particular database or your particular table. Let us execute this. We are getting some value, that is the latest one. So here also, if you execute it, every time you are getting the same message. So friends, here we have learned 3 to 4 ways by which we can filter out the select queries First one is, let us recall the first method is the simplest method by which you use the inject node. Click on the inject node and in the message.topic you can specify your query. Second way is, take the function, write your query inside the message.topic, and you can trigger this function with the help of any of the inject node. After that, you can have one more function, that is as the output of the database, by which you can filter out the values of the database and you can represent it in a normal human readable manner or the format. So that is the thing. Plus, this is one of the more advanced feature of this, that is the message.payload.length, which will give you the total length of your array of the database. So I hope it is quite clear and very easy to work with the database and the select query. I hope you learn different options of select query using nodered and MySQL. Please subscribe the channel to get the regular updates on knowledge sharing series. Thank you.